Tell me something where I know fit to. Yo,
Hey guys, welcome to Jack and Anne. I hope everybody is doing well and you're all having a fantastic week. Yeah, I'm not with Anne today, but I still wanted to provide you with some content. So, what have I decided to do? Well, I've decided to do a Nigerian chicken stew. Bit of a risk, and I know I'm going to have a lot of people watching me from Nigeria after doing this, so I do hope that I do it justice. Now, I eat this a lot. It's one of my favourite dishes. Really like this dish. It's pretty much, of all like a goosey soup and these things, this is probably my favourite. So, but I eat anything and everything. This one's quite simple to make, so and again, I'm going to give it a go. I'm not going to stretch beyond my means and do something that that is out of my depth. So please feel free to criticise. A few things that I don't have, unfortunately, Maggi cubes, but I do have this one here, a Maggi liquid. It's not bad. I mean, it tastes very similar. It's not the same. You just have to be careful not to use too much. Cubes you can measure a bit better of how much you're using. Also, I've not made this before, just to let you know. So it's not like something that's been trialed and tested. Completely going. I'm winging it. I've also got. I'll show you some ingredients here. So I've got some of this tomato passata. I've got some tomato puree. Would have preferred, there are better ones out there, but this one will do for now. I've got some chopped onion. There's going to be more chopped onion, vegetable oil, and here I've got the tomatoes. I wanted more. I wanted about 3 kilograms. I've only got about 1.5. I'm going to make up with it with some of this, some of the passata, and hope everything goes well. Just here I've got some boiled chicken. This is getting boiled in a bit of curry powder. You can use any. I prefer it quite hot. You don't want it too bitter. And also I've got some herbs in there, just general mixed herbs. You can use thyme, and I've also got some Maggi in there as well. So that's going to be boiling for about 10 minutes. You want the chicken cooked. Once we cook the chicken, it goes into the oven. I prefer it nice and crispy. I don't like my chicken where it's all slimy and stringy and rubbery. So for me, in the oven for 200 degrees for about 15 minutes, can do a bit longer just to really crisp it up after it's already cooked, so you don't have to worry about cooking it. It's just to literally finish it off, to give it that crispiness. And I know lots of Nigerians, especially even Africans, they like their meat well done. So if ever you're going to attempt this, make sure you cook the meat well. And to be honest with you, it's something that's grown on me, and I'm now very fond of overcooked meat. It's just that little bit extra. So I'm going to take you along, show you a few steps, and I would be very happy for your feedback when it's dished out on the plate. Hopefully it's not going to look too much of a mess, so stay with me. Hey guys, so just quickly, I'm now actually removing the seeds from the tomatoes. Tomatoes contain a lot of water. I'm actually using plum tomatoes because they are the best. They contain the least amount of water, I would say, and they're just very easy to work with, and they taste great. They're not going to be too sour, so I would recommend these. You can use other ones, but you know, I find that from what I've observed, most Nigerians use these ones. So basically, just dig your finger in and pull out the seeds. I've got a little tray down here which I'm catching it all. You just want to remove the seeds, and you want to remove the water content. You don't want it too watery. It's not going to matter too much because that water is actually going to get boiled, or it's going to boil off when you fry the tomato, so it shouldn't cause too much trouble. So you just keep digging your finger in there, just remove all the water and all the seeds. So I've just chopped all the tomatoes in half, and then I'm just removing as much as I can. I mean, you're going to get some in there still, but look, it's not the end of the world because these are getting blended. You just want to save having to overcook the tomato and cook it for longer really. The more water content in there, then the more you're going to have to boil it off. Some blenders as well, they're not great. They don't get rid of all the seeds. They don't blend or grind them up very well. So that is a main reason why you remove them. If you've got a blender which works fantastically and it will remove all the seeds or grind them all up, should I say, then by all means just grind them all up. But again, you're still going to have a lot of water content in there, so you just want to save yourself the hassle and save yourself a bit of time, I suppose. So yeah. So I've finished de-seeding the tomatoes, and if you look in there, how much water is in there, it is absolutely unbelievable. And you don't want all that going into your tomato base. So we've got rid of it all, and yeah, we will then proceed to start making the tomato puree. Just quickly as well, this chicken here, generally I'm going to boil it down, and then what you'll be left with is like a thick stock, not too thick, but you'll be left with like a stock that's thicker than obviously the consistency you can see it is now, and then you can actually use that stock to go into your puree. So don't waste it, don't throw it away, actually save that, and then when the chicken goes into the oven you can just put it to one side. Another thing we need to do, and don't forget, is to wash these tomatoes. I washed them a little bit just before, and you can wash them through again just after. I mean, to be honest with you, we don't know what they're spraying on these things these days, so just be careful. Keep things clean. Yeah, so really just give them a wash. Doesn't have to be too much, but you just want to make sure that anything that is, you know, on the skin, any bitter flavours, anything that's kind of been used, or you know, to keep the bugs away. We basically just, yeah, you just want to give them a rinse. So I would always recommend rinsing your vegetables. These veg. Always rinse your veg. Now, I don't actually know what I'm going to do. Oh, I know. Back. So look, this is now much better consistency. You can see, I don't know if you can see in the bottom there, but it's almost thickening slightly. And then this chicken is pretty much cooked. So that is going to go into the oven at about 200. You could do it a bit higher, 220. It's a fan assisted oven, so I don't want to, you know, cremate the chicken completely. We want the chicken to still be edible. So I'm going to put that in the oven in a moment, and then I will get cracking with the paste. It's the exciting part. So I'm going to put the chicken onto the tray. Okay. You want to place it nice. Okay, I'll stop that, guys. Sorry. I know my accent is not the best, but I'm learning. So yeah, basically you just want to put the chicken onto some tin foil. Oh, not like that. See, what I've actually done is not much. Tastes very nice. Wow. There's not much juice left in the bottom of the pan, but it doesn't matter. We can add a little bit of water to that, and then we can add it to the tomato paste or the tomato stew. So the chicken is, oh wow, I could just eat it like that, I'm being honest with you now. One thing I didn't do is I didn't preheat the oven, so I would recommend doing that. I've got it on 220. I'm just going to put this onto the top shelf, and I'm just going to let that cook for about 15 to 20 minutes until it's done basically. Again, I want this crispy, like proper crispy. So yeah, I'm going to start the tomato paste. This is the bit now I need to get right. This is cooking chicken. Look, we can all cook chicken. You can boil chicken and put it in the oven. Cooking this paste right, there is an art to it. I'm sorry. Don't just think you can throw tomatoes in a pan and it's going to turn out nice and well. There's a way to actually fry the onions so they don't stick to the bottom of the pan. This is the bit I'm going to really have to get right. And this pan I've got, I don't know if it's the best, so I'm a little bit concerned, but I'm going to improvise and I'm going to do my best. Let's see how. So guys, I have chopped those tomatoes, not too fine, not like me, not too fine, but yeah, these are going to go into the blender in a moment. I've actually got one of these, so I'm going to use this. Apologies if this is too loud, I need a bit of music, especially some Afro beats. When you're cooking African food, you just got to get in the spirit, you know, you've got to get in the vibe. So, yeah, where are we? This is here, chicken's in the oven, and yeah, we're going to get all this blended up, and then we are going to get cooking. So, bear with me. So this is what we are left with. I didn't show you the blending bit because that's just boring. Why would you want to watch me blend tomatoes? You know how to use a blender. Another tip as well, when you're finished, rinse it off. While it's still, you know, a little bit moist, it's much easier to clean. So clean as you go. It's a good skill to learn. What next? Try a little dance. I love my Afro beats. I'll do a video of me maybe trying to dance to some Afro beats at some point, but I don't know, when you get it on you just can't help dancing in the kitchen. I don't know about you, but I've got to move. So anyway, enough dancing, let's get to the next step. So what we're going to do now is this tomato paste. I'll put it down here just to see if you can keep up with me. Yeah, so this, I'm going to use a whole one because there's quite a lot of tomato, maybe not a whole one, but the majority anyway. There we go. And this is going to get mixed with some water, so not much, but I just want it into a finer paste. Yeah, see that? So look, this is still too thick, so I'm going to add a bit more into here, so it's, I don't know, what do you think? Maybe a bit more. You can just put it straight into the pan and cook it straight away, but I just think it's better to be this consistency. So we've got a tomato, and I'm going to add these guys as well, so don't forget these are going in as well. This is the size of the pan. It doesn't have to be too big, just enough to hold the food, preferably non-stick, otherwise you're going to have problems. But yeah, go with a pan about this thick. You can also go with one similar to this, but I'm choosing this one today, so hopefully it works out. Okay, so we've got the puree in here, simmering away. In fact, do you know what, I'm quite happy with that. There's enough there. I'm going to add the tomato puree soon. I don't really think I need to use one of these. I might use a little bit more. But basically, what we're doing with this is we're going to cook this so it dries out. So all that foam you see is going to be gone. So you want to keep the lid on, and you want to just keep a check on it. Make sure it doesn't boil over, and also make sure the it doesn't dry out too much. So I'm just going to leave that for some
time. So we're nearly there with this. We still need this to reduce a bit more. There's still water in there, so we need to get rid of that. Be warned, you are gonna literally, the whole kitchen is gonna be caked in tomato. I don't know what it is with Nigerian or African cooking, but it's a lot of high heat. So if that lid comes off, trust me, it's gonna be on your walls. It's gonna be on your face. It's gonna be on the ceiling. It just goes everywhere. So be prepared to clean. Okay, I will warn you. Be prepared to clean. So here we go. Yeah, look at that. Almost done. It's pretty much done. When it gets to about this consistency, there's very little water in there now. You can see that. So that's what we want. That is definitely what we want. Yeah. As well, guys, while we're waiting, keep the love coming. We truly love the support we're getting, and we just want to know. We want to know from you guys like what you want to see. We've had a few suggestions like the whisper challenge and a couple of other challenges. So we're going to stick to our word. We are going to get those done. But again, we've just been busy, so we keep trying and we just want to keep in good spirits in light of everything that's happened recently. So yeah, let us know if you want to see me dancing around like an absolute idiot. I'll do that for you, you know. But for now, we're gonna stick with the cooking. Maybe a little bit of dancing. Maybe I'll pop a few moves off just to see where it goes. So guys, there we go. There we have it. It needs to come off the heat because it's reducing a little bit too much. But I'm gonna try and stand this here for you. Oh, come on. Now what we're going to do is add puree. So this just goes in there like that. This gives it that nice red colour. You know, that colour that just makes you want to eat it. It's and I'm actually going to add some of the other tomatoes. So the heat needs to come right down now. We got it where we want it. I'm actually going to add one of these. Don't kill me if this is wrong, but there's just not enough in there, so I'm going to add one of those as well. Give that a good stir and see what happens. I'm now going to go in with the onions. Let's see, I've got a mixture actually, finely chopped red and white, so take your pick, but I thought why not mix it up, let's do something different. These are going to go in there, give them a stir around, and then we need to fry this. It's still not done yet, so we need to make sure that this is frying. I'm going to show you how we do that in a moment. Okay, so now this is where we go in with the oil. I've already got some in there. I don't want to use too much, but bear in mind you can remove the oil at the end, but we want to fry this. And yeah, this is basically the method used. So let's get going with this. I'm going to put the lid on in a moment. I think I need a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. See this here? There's a lot of oil, but again, you can remove most of that at the end, so don't worry about that. It's just to fry the onions off. And as I said, look at this. Seriously, it's over here. It's on the kettle. Hey! So this is looking much better now. Again, you don't want to burn it, so just keep making sure you stir it. It shouldn't really stick to the bottom too much, but what you want to make sure is that this oil is clear. See this? So when you can see the bottom, which is almost there, then we should be good to add the chicken. I mean, that looks pretty good. It's not too far off what I've seen, so fingers crossed it tastes good. I still haven't added all the seasoning and stuff yet. The important thing is just getting this right first and then frying the onions. Once the onions are fried off and the tomato starts to separate, then we're pretty much done. But we'll see how it goes. So guys, we've got some blended chili. I've just got 3 finger chilies in there. I'm not going to use all of that because it's going to be quite strong, to be honest with you. And I'm just going to show you the food now. So I'll bring it over here. It's, oh, sorry, I'm charging, so we're getting there now, slowly. It's starting to look separated, as you can see. Probably could do with a bit more oil, but I mean, it's my first attempt, so that would do. So I'm going to add these chilies, I'm going to add a bit of pepper, and yeah, and then we're going to add the chicken. I'll show you the chicken in a moment. It's looking good. So there we go. It's looking very, very good. I'm actually quite impressed. It's not sticking to the bottom, but it does look good. Oh yes. So then we're going to add the stock and the chicken, and then we're going to add the pepper as well, which I've got here. And guys, seriously, if you find Johnny, can you let me know? Because this song has been playing for too long now, and nobody's finding this Johnny. I'm going to keep looking. Johnny boy, do you know Johnny? Question. Hey. Anyway, so guys, just quickly, this is what we've got to. I'm going to add the stock and I'm going to add the meat in a moment. Let me show you the meat actually. Wait me 1 second. There we go. See, this is how I like it. Cooked. Cooked. And guys, please, if you find Johnny, can you let me know? Because I've been looking for him since the beginning of time and I still can't find him. I mean, who is Johnny? Next step is, oh, sorry, I'm going to drain some of this oil, so I don't know, it's going to be a bit tricky for me to show you the stage, but, oh, we're a bit wonky, but you know how to drain oil, so I've decided not to drain the oil. I'm going to go all full out traditional, because the stew that I've eaten in the past, the oil is in there, so I'm just going to leave it, you know. It's not as healthy, but that's your choice. Don't blame me. So yeah, we're just going to put this chicken into the stew, and then we're going to add the stock. So let's see if we can get you on this. Alright, so quite warm, so mind your fingers when you're doing it. And make sure you haven't got any foil on it. If you cooked it on foil, then fine. Now this chicken is super crispy. It is exactly how I like it. I've actually put probably too much in here, but never mind. So I'm going to give this a little mix, but what we're going to do is add the stock, because that is the flavour. Oh yes. And then we're going to let it simmer again. So put that in there. Now I need to be careful with this because I am white and I don't want to be sitting on the toilet for the next 4 days. So I'm going to go steady. Don't get me wrong, I can eat chili, but there's eating chili and then there's eating chili, you know, and I like to feel comfortable after my meal. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to add half, just for now. The reason why I never added the chili previously is because if you add the chili while you're frying,
you're going to stink the whole house out, and trust me, I don't want my mum passing away early. She's sitting in the front room and she's going to go mad if this house stinks of chili. She's not very good with chili. So word of warning, don't fry the chili with the food, with the tomato when you're frying it. Put the chili in last with your seasonings and stuff like that. You can do it to taste. I really like this song, by the way. I love this song. I love this song. Baby, a pullover. Baby, a pullover. Reverse. Baby, a pullover. Baby, a pullover. Show me a particular baby pullover. Baby, a 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 pullover. Reverse. Baby, a pullover. Baby, a pullover. Show me a particular. Anyway, this is looking good. Yeah. Oh wow, let me just see, it needs more seasoning, but I'm actually I'm quite proud of that actually. I'll show you in a moment. Yeah, wait there. I don't want to spoil the surprise. So I've added just a little bit more Maggi. To be fair, the oil is not too bad, but what I want to do is boil the chicken a bit, just to soften it, because it's going to be quite tough because I've fried it. So let me show you this, because I am so excited. Look at that. That is looking fantastic. I'm sorry, but I should be African. Don't be deceived by this skin, because that is some magic right there. So I'm going to simmer this, I'm going to put the lid on, I'm going to leave it to simmer, leave it to blend, maybe add a few more chilies or a little bit more seasoning, and then we are done. So yeah, so after a little tasting, it definitely needs more chili. So I'm probably going to add another 3 at least. I do like my chilies, and these are nowhere near as hot as Scotch bonnets. Sorry. Turn it down a little bit, I'm getting a bit excited. So yeah, I've added some more Maggi, probably about 2 cubes equivalent, but I probably want a total of about 6 in there, including the stock. So I've added some more Maggi, and I'm going to add some more chili, just to my taste, and then we should be done. So I'm very excited to show you the finished product. I'm going to cook some rice. You can use any rice you want, really, doesn't matter. And then yeah, I will give you the final presentation. So as I said, guys, it's all to taste. So I'm going to add some more chili, and I've added some more Maggi as well. And yeah, I mean, I like it a little bit more spicy. I'm not that bad. And these are a lot weaker than Scotch bonnets, so I probably recommend Scotch bonnets. If you are, they'll only use 1 or 2. If you've never cooked it before, I would definitely say 1, even half. But otherwise, I mean, you can use any chili, but some chilies are quite bitter as well, so just go steady. The reason why it looks watery is to blend it effectively, you need to add a little bit of water. So just a bit of water, a couple of chilies, and blend away. So here we go, guys. Are you ready? This is the finished product, and that is looking pretty good, you've got to admit. I'm going to leave that on just for a little bit longer, and then I know where that will be going. Lastly, we need to make sure we clean, because if I come to your house and there's like a whole plate's worth of this stew on your cooker, I'm going to be annoyed, because I don't like wasting food. So when you finish cooking, clean down. Well guys, I hope you liked the video, so please don't forget to share the love, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'm going to enjoy this. Brown rice, I know, but I'm trying to get on this gym thing, so got to keep it semi-healthy. So yeah, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe again. And if there's anything you want to see from me or Anne, or the both of us, please do let me know. Okay, bye.
Tell me something where I know fit do. You walk, my love too. Money